Hey, what's happening, everybody? So, just bringing up something I just posted the other day because it is going to be the topic of today's conversation. Well, not really the main topic, but I mean, it's something I want to bring up. One of those key topic points or talking points. For everyone that joins me today, cheers. Oh, it got me thinking today when I was setting up the titles and description of today's live stream. I'm like, guys, man, I gotta start hoeing myself out. I'm kind of looking at the analytics, right? You know, some of my most successful videos, etc. And a lot of my non-subscribers that watch a lot of my videos come from the live streams. And when you look at a lot of YouTubers, you know, it's always like 75% of people that watch videos are non-subscribers, but my numbers are actually pretty even, like 51% not subscribed, 49% subscribed, or something like that, or 51 subscribed, 49% not subscribed, something to that effect. So my videos do not reach the most people in the world, right? But when they do reach said viewer, the viewers do tend to subscribe, which is pretty awesome. So my numbers are pretty balanced. Subscribed, not subscribed, etc. But when it comes to live streams, I get a lot of views on my live streams, but most of those viewers are non-subscribers, right? So I go back. I gotta start hoeing myself out, man. Generally, live streams, regular videos, whether they're shorts, etc. I open it up to the public, man. Anybody can watch my videos. I don't care. Anybody can comment on my videos. I leave it open forum for a reason, right? But maybe I gotta start like charging like $7.99 for my live stream, for access to my live streams, man. Mm. It's like, damn, dude, $8 for a freaking live stream. Shit. What the hell kind of content are you gonna be showing for $8 damn? Uh, for $8 damn, I mean, is that per show? Is that per month? Your ass better be showing some goddamn ankle for $8 damn per month. Oh man, we're only like 2 minutes into the show, and I'm already freaking happy as hell. Hey, Cor, what's happening, buddy? Oh man, try J&B Scotch whiskey next time for a different taste. J&B Scotch. I am going to forget that, so I am going to take a screenshot of that because, like I said, I'm never going to remember that. J&B Scotch. Took a screenshot. That way, I'll have it here. So next Liquor Barn run is probably going to be at least a month out. When we stocked up this last time, I mean, it was probably a good, I mean, I would say more than a month because, like I said, we got a good balance of drinks. So, and given the fact I only drink during these live streams, it'll probably be more than a month. It'll probably be a good 2-3 months before we go again. So, but I will definitely try. When you go to that place, that darn thing, that store is huge, and they do a good job at separating all the different drinks, all the different liquors and everything. But trying to break it down even further by individual brands, oh man, that's tough, man. Like, I don't think they alphabetize that. Like, if you want to look, Jack Daniel's whiskey, you just can't look. Go to the Scotch aisle, whiskey or whiskey, Scotch, Jack Daniels. You look for the J's or the D's or anything. So you basically got to go through everything one by one, and that's a pain in the ass. It looks more like a warehouse than it does an actual retail store. But they got a million freaking drinks there. A lot of time I try my best to kind of stick with the stuff that I know, that stuff that I buy all the time and I know that works for me. But at the same time, they have so much of abundance that you kind of want to try a little bit of everything. See uh, what else is out there is of interest. So today I'm back with the Fireball. So I'm gonna try the Fireball and the peppermint together. Well, not together. I'm trying individual shots of them. Uh, so we're gonna try that fire and ice drink. So I'm basically doubling up the shots tonight. Mm. I'm doubling up the shots, which means that this is probably going to be a much shorter stream because I'm going to get drunk a whole lot sooner, guys. Either I take less sips or we cut the stream a lot shorter. Instead of 3-4 hours, we're probably going to do like an hour and a half or something. But we will see how the discussion goes. Hey, what's happening, buddy? I even made a liquor barn run today to get ready for tonight's show. Buddy, that's what's up, man. Up until a few weeks ago when I asked that question, if anyone ever joined me for the drinks, and the first time someone said, "Yeah, I sit there, I drink with you," I'm like, "Hell, that makes me happy. I like hearing that." I always thought people kind of like tune in, like, let's see what dumbassery this guy gets to tonight. But it's fun, man. Like I said, I like these live streams because it's okay to make an ass of myself and kind of, have fun with it. It's it's fun. It's good discussions. It's good comedy, and the next day you just kind of go back to your regular life. So I enjoy these shows. Oh, before I answer some of your guys' questions, I always fall back on these messages, so I'm gonna try my best to kind of keep up with you guys tonight. Back to the beginning of the subscriptions. Um, Obviously, I'm not going to charge anybody for a subscription. I'm being a smartass, right? So, uh, that was just for pure comedy. But on all my videos, I leave it open. Anybody can find my videos. Anybody can watch my videos. However, tonight when I was checking the box, who can view your videos, I almost checked the box subscribers only, because I am thinking that I want these live streams to be special, and I want them to be special for the subscribers who actually watch all my videos or a chunk of my videos, and who tune in every week, because these live streams are important to me, and I want them to be important, for the the viewers who reach out to me. Him and when you go on live, I love your live streams. I get a kick out of them as well. I'm like, that's awesome. So I think this is gonna be the last open live stream where anyone can view the live stream. Next week, I'm gonna make it to the point where only subscribers can view the channel. So, and maybe that'll help me, because maybe people that don't really care about the memes and different funny stuff that I put up on the community page, maybe people that don't care about the regular channel content and only want to watch the lives. Maybe those are the folks that are unsubscribing. Maybe that'll force them to subscribe to the channel, and it'll get me to 1,000 faster. Now, with that being said, I might hit 1,000 subscribers and I may not even get monetized. That's always been the goal, right? So way back when I hit like 4,000 hours of watch time, I probably hit about 4,000 hours of watch time within a few months of my channel's creation. So the only thing I have been missing these last 3+ years were getting to 1,000 subscribers. So I always thought I hit that requirement, 4,000 watch hours. All I needed was the second requirement, and I was golden. But now I'm hearing, no, The only way to get it is if your channel itself gets to like 1,000 views per on a singular video. So, that hope that hey, I was gonna get paid one way or another, that sucks because that was like a huge accomplishment for me, and I invested a lot in the channel. Building the collection because of that, with that hope. So, but we'll see what happens with that. More to follow with the expansion of the channel, of course, and there are possible second channel options. More to follow on that as well. Let me jump into some of these questions here. Don't know if I'll get to see you November 1st at the Maryland Toy Expo because that is guard drill duty weekend for me. I have friends that set up every show, but maybe after. Hey, that's badass, man. Yeah, understand, bud. So right now, Kirk hasn't verified if he is going to get a table set up, but I told Kirk already, 100%. I don't exactly sell the most on my eBay, and if he does get a table set up like he plans, I told him I'll drive up from Kentucky to meet him up in Maryland because I have a million things I can bring up with me, bunch of carded stuff. So over the last few weeks, I've been starting to list all of my Hasbros on dollar auctions on eBay, and I've made a number of sales. None of them selling for what I want. I sold a few items for what I would hope, or maybe even a little bit more than what I would hope. But so far, a lot of the Hasbro's are selling for underwhelming prices. So I don't know if I should stop doing that and just wait to that Toy Expo and see if I could get more money for them there. But but even if that isn't the case, I'll have a million things to sell uh, if that does happen, and I'm able to meet him in Maryland, and it'd be cool to see him up there. And I'm told that Net sets up shop up there. Get to meet her up in person. You said you were going to be there. I mean, if you have military responsibilities, I mean that's understandable, but depending on how long I'm there, there's always, maybe possibilities of hanging out afterwards. So I might be there a few days. I could always extend the stay. I mean, it's not like I have anywhere to be, right? um, who knows? Maybe Jason Up will swing on by from New York and get the opportunity to talk to him for a little bit because it looks like this thing with the MRW wrestling might happen. Before I hit on that, let me hit on some of these questions. I was drink with the keep a stock liquor cabinet. That's pretty badass. Seeing the Toonie Stars pre-order is up at Latoonie. Yep. And I was gonna jump on those. I was gonna order a couple sets, and I didn't. And it sucks, but right now I think not only with Latoonie, but I think with Big Rubber Guys and Grapplers, and pretty much right now I have to put a halt on a lot of my collection orders, and I'm wondering how that's going to affect future expansions for my collection. My last vlog style video that I uploaded was in regard to my pool deck. So originally I was when I did the upgrade on my actual outside deck, it was like $4,000, and I'm told that was like 300 square feet or so. So I'm like, okay, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the size of the pool deck. I was hoping it was going to be about the same price, about $4,000. But that darn deck is going to go around the entire friggin' pool. You're talking probably 4, maybe 5 times the square footage. So you're probably, let's say 4 times. You're looking at somewhere around the neighborhood of about 1,200 square feet. You're basically looking at the square footage of a house almost. So you're taking up a good chunk of the whole backyard because when Blue World Pools, when they dug up my backyard, you guys saw the videos, man. They dug up my entire freaking backyard. And it's not like they do backfill or anything. All they do is they dig up and they install a pool. Everything else is your responsibility as the homeowner. So I was thinking like four, maybe $10,000 to buy the lumber, to do the backfill with the dirt, to for labor and all that. Maybe if they, like, we went crazy, did the lights, with railings, just the works, just beautify the hell out of it. Maybe 15,000. Now they're starting to talk like in the 40 to 50 neighborhood. And I'm like, now I'm freaking scared like hell. Not scared. Scared is the wrong word. Nervous. I talked about before. I had this savings that was supposed to last me until like age 65, age 70. That savings that was set off to the side, it was supposed to be like, you pull like $2,000 a month or so up until like age 70, or 5,000. I forgot what the number was, but it was supposed to take like age 70. At this point, by me pulling all of those funds, by building this deck, I'm basically erased. There's basically no savings left over. Am I completely screwed? No, I still have my military retirement funds coming in, so I mean, I could still live comfortably. I mean, I'm not stressed out. The stress is that the cost of this darn shed, or this shed, this this patio, this deck, is going to be far and wide more expensive than I could ever imagine. So I backtrack, and I always say, or I've been saying, the pool has always been a lifelong dream. I've always wanted a pool, but if I could go back, this has been a nightmare. Like, I would not have done this again if I go back in time. Now, when everything is said and done, the pool is up and it's the big, beautiful crystal blue water. The patio is up. You probably got a grill, lawn chairs, whatever, beautiful lighting, and it's looking gorgeous. Yeah, I'm going to absolutely love the hell out of it, and I'm going to be super glad that it was done. But if you were to ask me afterwards, hey, knowing that it looks like this, knowing that it's added value to your home, would you go through this process again? My answer is probably still going to be no. Was that the schnapps or the peppermint? Well, the snaps are. I think that was the snaps. I can't wait too long between drinks. Ooh, I forget which one was which. Oh god. Whew. Oh, let me get some of these drinks or some of these questions in. So basically, now that I'm focusing on the overall cost of this deck, I can't focus on collections right now, and I even have to probably put a halt, maybe, to the Maniac Riot wrestling line, possibly. But again, we are going to talk about that as well, right? One of the main focuses in this video is going to be the discussion of Alibaba, and in fact, I'm going to hit on that right now. Well, just as soon as I answer some of these other questions here. So I don't know if I care about the Toonie stars as much. I still have some giant and maybe Everest figures to buy first of the Toonie. Well, the Toonie stars, I still want them 100%. I am going to get them. I just right now, pretty much any action figure I'm putting on halt until I can get the rest. Hey, Steven, what's happening, brother? Hey, good to have you, man. No, man, you're not late, buddy. I mean, right on time. We're like, what, 20 minutes in? You're good, man. Shoot. I mean, usually these live streams go like anywhere between an hour and a half to 4 hours. So 20 minutes in, shoot. You're good, bud. Man, every time I take a sip, I always pour another drink. I'm not able. I am like so incapable of limiting myself. And I keep spilling. So that just tells you how drunk I am already. Oh god, that fireball is terrible. Mm. But I like those. I like the Toonie stars, man. They're like well, let me backtrack a little bit. One respect is they kind of look like, at least in package, they look like bendies. They look like bendable figures. I love the fact that they're like these sort of cartoon character style, right? They remind you of Hulk Hogan's Rock and Roll Wrestling, right? That's what I love about them. They're like these cartoon caricatures of Ric Flair and Macho Man, which awesome. As cartoon caricatures or characters, I think that's brilliant. Marketed that way, fantastic. Plus, he's got like this video game coming as well. So like he's doing some fantastic things that I'm in awe of that I would love to be doing. But when I look at them, they kind of remind me of like these bendable figures, these well, pretty much any of your like your Marvel bendies, your bendable figures, or your LJNs bendies, or your glue bendies, basically any of those, right? So that's what they look like to me, based on their actual photographs. Now he and I we decided last year, like we talked about this at length, and we agreed that we were both in agreement that neither one of us wanted a Bendy's line as part of Latuni. Now it's not my company; I have no say so in the matter. But like he said, hey, he did not like Bendy's at all, and I it feels like every single company out there they have to have a Bendy's as part of their line. Like, why is that so important? So that's what they look like to me, and that's why they kind of lose a little bit of luster with me. But I want to get them, but right now I feel like I only want to get one package to keep it on card. But I definitely want two because I want to open up a set. And I don't know if I want to do I don't know if I want to do I don't know if I want to do reviews anymore. So I kind of made up this joke, and I've been talking about this forever, where like it's heartbreaking whenever I lose a subscriber, right? Because I'm under 1,000. Anytime I lose a sub, I notice it, and it's gut wrenching. And it's like I made this little meme, like I will own your soul if you subscribe to me or whatever, yada yada, BS. Um, I don't think that's what caused me to lose subscribers, but I did make a Big Rubber Guys review video, and all of a sudden I went from like 954 to like 950. For me to lose one sub is huge, astronomical. For me to like lose 4 subs over a course of a day or two is mind blowing. That's like there were times like last year, for example, where I went like a month or two, almost 3 months without literally gaining a single subscriber. And like I was putting out videos like crazy, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like it was driving me nuts. And I was basically doing the same video, same type of content I'm doing now. But since 2025, like on average, I think I was getting since 2025, I've been averaging about 40 new subs per month. So that's what I've been looking at. As long as I get like 40 new subs when the month ends, I'm okay with that because I have OCD. And as long as I see a minimum of 40, then I can say, okay, I'm going into the new month with at least 40. So that's my mindset. And so if I go into September 1st and I'm at like 960, I'm good because then I could say, okay, I'm going to go into October 1st with 1,000 even. Basically averaging at least. And there was one month I actually went way over and I think another month where I went way over. So I'm actually 1 month ahead. So instead of going into November 1st, I'll be going into October 1st at 1,000 if I keep averaging 40 per month. Nope, don't do it. Don't do it. I got to limit myself. All right, I got to stop messing up and I got to start responding to these messages because I'm going to be way behind. To read that part. That seems high for an above ground pool and deck. Yeah. They when they did my pool, here's the thing. Initially, kayak pools were supposed to do Corey when they did my pool, kayak pools was originally supposed to do my pool. And they quoted me. Well, they got rid of a bunch of stuff. Like I was supposed to do the permit, and I was supposed to do the backfill, and I was supposed to do the retaining wall and all that. So they quoted me $52,000, and I screwed myself on this. But they were gonna do it was gonna be a rectangular pool, 32 feet by 16 feet, enormous pool. They were gonna do the patio, or they were gonna do the deck, rectangular pool. They were gonna give you all these different components like a net, a volleyball net, just lawn chairs, just basically all these different throw-ins. Beautiful, right? But then they decided, no, we weren't going to do the install. We want to do you. We want you to do the self install, because they said, oh, there was a sewer system or something running beneath your uh your um your yard. You knew this beforehand, but I ask you this: if that's the case, why is it when Blue World Pools dug up my entire yard, they were literally able to dig up my entire yard without issue? So, and here's the thing: Blue World Pools, they dug up my entire yard and they never got a permit. So you didn't want to do a permit. You didn't want to dig up the yard because it was on a, downward slope, right? So you didn't want to do the extra work. That's why you wanted me to do the self install. But they went from like $52,000 to for me to do all this stuff. When I asked them to do the permits and all that, it went up to like 62,000 to do the backfill, the permits and all that. But then they end up coming down to like 45,000, and then like 40,000, and then like 29,000, because we were limiting a bunch of stuff. At 29,000, I should have had them do that. 29,000, they would have had. I think the deck would have probably been included, if I'm not mistaken, with the pool. The pool would have been larger, and I think the deck would have been included. And I just would have had to hire contractors to dig the dirt out and to do the deck. It probably would have saved me a whole lot of money. But at 29 grand, I don't know if that would have made sense, because it couldn't have, right? But originally priced somewhere around 50 to 65 grand. And now kind of hearing their prices where it's in the neighborhood of $40,000 for the deck. And I paid about 24,000 for the pool. Yeah, it kind of makes sense now. That sounds like the numbers are kind of balancing out. So it's not like I'm surprised. And I'm going with like high quality flooring tiles. So but it also means like everything I've basically earned over these last 10 years. Well, not everything. I mean, I spent a good chunk of years contracting. I mean, basically all of the 2010s contracting in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, etc. So the money I had put away for 401k, that's what I used for paying off my house, right? And the little bit of money I had left over, I used for the pool. But now the money that I had saved, personal savings, is going towards the deck, and now there's basically nothing left for anything else. So, but what am I gonna use for the toy line I wanna create? That's what's giving me fits, because I want to do it. My viewers are as excited about that as I am, and I want to do it for them. I definitely want to do it for myself. It's definitely a goal. Even if I only can get one singular figure out, I want something. I want something that's mine and something that we can all share. I've always said this channel isn't just mine, right? It's all of ours. So now the other question is, if I release only one, if I'm only able to release one single figure, do I want to release my figure, like my army figure, my army figure, for example, and at least I could say, hey, I did it. I released my individual figure, or do I want to release something like the New 80s Revolution, which is my plan? That way I know, hey, here is a guy that has like 5,000 plus subscribers. This is a guy that's marketable. This is a guy that has followers. This is the guy that I know will sell. Because right now, at less than 1,000 subs, I don't think I can sell 500 figures of myself, but I think I could sell 500 figures of him, right? And once he gets on his YouTube and starts, hey guys, I got 500 of myself, who's interested? I think that'll sell out pretty quickly. And then we can move on to like New Age Revolution, because even though he doesn't have the most subs in the world, I think I think his product is amazing. I think his figure will sell like crazy, because I think he's got like one of the best looks in the business. And then maybe my third figure could be of me, because I want to do the devil look, because I think that figure is going to be absolutely amazing. The time and effort that Sin Bodhi put into designing that figure is incredible. And the card back and poster is going to be insane. And that's why I'm so excited about that one, even more so than the army of me. So, I mean, there's probably 6 or 7 figures I really want to get out in series 1, but because I'm self-financing and not pre-orders, that's why I'm like, you know what? We're only going to get one figure out like once every 6 or 7 months. And it's probably going to take 5 years or more to get the whole series 1 out, as opposed to probably one series at a time. So if there's 5 figures, you're not going to get 5 figures in 6 months, or 5 figures in 1 year. You're probably going to get 5 figures in 5 years. I'm hoping it doesn't turn out that way, but I don't want to be Sal from Rush Collectibles, where everyone's hating his guts because he's not able to get out the figures all at once, because they paid for their figures and they're still waiting. Or the guys over at what's that one Remco company, Power Town. I don't want to be those guys. I don't want to be hated by hundreds or thousands of people because they paid for their stuff and never got their stuff. No, I don't want to be that. I mean, at the end of the day, if somebody paid for their stuff and they said, hey, man, you've been taking forever, I want my money back, I'll refund them. I mean, there's no use making them wait for their stuff if they've been waiting forever. If they ask for a refund, I'm going to refund them. But I don't want to be that person. I want to be different, right? And that's one of the things I want to be different about. So I still want to talk Alibaba, but before I get to them, I want to backtrack to some of these messages. Fly that W. Hey, Steven, man, shoot. Steven, fly that W, man. Cubs are finally on that W path again. And I want to talk Craig Counsell. I want to go off on freaking Craig Counsell, but I need to be drunk as hell for that, because, oh my God, I got shit to say. I got stuff to say about Craig Counsell. Oh, man. That seems high for an above. You read that already? Yep. There will always be figures to buy, finish your dream, pool build, I think. Absolutely. Yeah, man. I think right now the pool has got to be, or that the deck, because the pool's paid off. Right now the deck is the big payoff. So the deck is the biggest expenditure right now. And if this house wasn't paid off, I would not be able to accomplish any of these goals, any of these dreams. So the house was obviously the big thing. After that, after the deck, we have this coming Friday, the LG&E, which is the electric company out here in Louisville. They're going to come out here with the plumbers. Uh, Jesus, am I that drunk? Tom Drexler. I'm sorry. At 35 minutes in, I am officially classifying myself as drunk. Sorry. This is going to be a short stream. Tom Drexler are plumbers. They are electricians. They do everything, man. They do the recessed lighting in my house. They remodeled my bathroom. They've done the air conditioning. They've done the water heater. They've done the furnace in my house. They've added new power outlets in my house on both the inside and outside. When I had the flood in the basement, they went outside. They excavated the driveway and the backyard so they could remove the pipe, change out all the copper pipes in the house, or at least most of them. With I forget what they keep giving me the name of the pipes, but I keep forgetting what they're called. They swap out the black or the copper pipes, and they swap them out with these red and blue pipes. But I can't remember what those damn things are called. I remember a few years ago when I got back from Afghanistan, man, I tried working for a company called the Defender. I think Defender was AT&T. And I don't know shit about freaking electricity or anything like that. And seeing me try to oh my God, trying to see me on my own in a customer's house trying to install freaking security systems. God bless those people if I was your installer. I think the Fireball is okay, but the peppermint schnapps, I mean, that stuff is. Whew. I think the snaps is the one that's really getting me, and I can't read the. Wow, I'm looking at the writing on the side. That stuff is blurry as hell. Yeah, this L-carnitine. No, that's not the name. Gridlock Paradise energy drink. Yeah, the Paradise Gridlock. The only time you'll ever see me drink that crap is as a chaser to the alcohol, because I mean Paradise. They might as well call it Green Apple, because I don't know. Do I sound really drunk to you guys? Because I feel like I sound really. I feel like my speech is really slurred right now. There will always be. I seen that one. What's everyone drinking tonight? You know what? That's what I want to know. That's a good question. I always feel like I always hit on mine. Like I always do advertising for like random companies, but you know what? Fireball Red Hot. I think you guys need to sponsor my channel. And Hiram Walker. I would like you guys to also sponsor my channel. All natural HW flavors. What the hell is HW? I don't know, but it definitely hits the spot. It makes you drunk as shit. So I am living proof. You know what? That's what I got to do. If you guys know how to do it, you guys should take my live videos and send it to these alcohol companies and be like, hey, look, sponsor this mofo because he's giving you guys the best free advertisement there is. uh, because look, it just shows you how well your freaking alcohol is working. Yeah. Picked up some 12-year rye on sale. Some Johnny Walker Green Scotch added cotton. I have no idea what you just said, but that all sounds awesome. In fact, I'm going to screenshot that because I'm going to try some cotton. I'm never going to remember that, but I'm going to try cotton. Screenshot that. All right. JNB Steve. Did I screenshot that before? I don't think so. Coupon. Coupon what? Oh, shoot. My brain is heavy. Wow. Hey, if I pass out on you guys, I'm sorry. Chicken Zero Sugar Coke. Oh man. Shoot. Damn. Alibi. Alibaba. What the hell is his name? Alibaba. What the hell is their damn name? Alibaba. Alibaba. Damn it. I'm so freaking drunk. I can't remember their names now. Hold on a minute. Give me a second. Alibaba. Jesus Christ. Prince Ali. Nah, man. Alibaba. All right, so you guys know I have been talking to so-and-so company about trying to help me out, trying to get my action figure line started. But so-and-so isn't exactly been working with me lately. So I'm not petty, but if so-and-so is watching my videos, I need some help. Just saying. No, but seriously though, so and so was helping me a little bit and kind of ghosted me a little bit. So I'm kind of in the process of trying to figure things out on my own. Hey man, I got a master's degree. I got to figure this shit on my own, right? Damn, I'm drunk. Wow. Wake the hell up. I shouldn't have been double dosing on that crap. I am like way out of it. And we're only 42 minutes in. Jesus. This is going to be like the shortest live stream ever. So I have reached out to Alibaba, who is supposed to be like amazing at producing relatively affordable action figures for, well, affordable prices. And they're supposed to do like amazing work, right? And they're supposed to do great work, affordable pricing, and they're supposed to even do like 3D printing for you as well. And for a cost, they send out prototypes or molds of the action figures that you want to work with. So the guy Bruce that I've been in contact with, I'm like, hey, well, we've gone back and forth like every single day. He's in like, I would assume China, so every single day, I send him messages, he sends me messages back, and the last message we've had was, hey, these are the action figures we have, and the PVC that we have is 70 to 100%, and what kind of grade of PVC do you need? I'm like, shoot, I don't know. You would think that he would just like Google WWF LJN wrestling superstars and figure out that's the specific type of rubber that he needs. But so he sent me this video for rubber, and this stuff is like bendable, like the legs, arms, like the whole the entire action figure just bends everywhere. And I'm like, I like it. I do. It reminds me of Maximo Dragon from the Figure Collection Store. And I don't think that this is supposed to be a Wrestle Something Wrestlers Maximo Dragon figure, though. Like I talked earlier about the bendable figures, like the Marvel characters, or your WCW bendables, or your LJN bendies, right? like I don't want the entire figure to be Bendy's style. This is supposed to be an 8-inch rubber figure, but I want it to be as close to the original LJN line as possible. So I sent him pictures, or I actually sent him a 3-minute video of, hey, this is Latuni, this is the Macho Man, this is the Andre the Giant that they have. But here is also the LJN Greg Valentine, because this is what Jason New Age Revolution. This is his figure. This is the one that he chose. This is gonna be his style of action figure. So I want it to basically look like this one. So I'm hoping that with that particular video that he's able to kind of give me a general design and idea of what it's going to cost to create each individual figure. I'm going to have to make 500 units, right? So, but I don't want to give him the Jason Nupp figure yet. Not until he kind of gives me a general idea of pricing. I'm always worried that so and so is going to have these designs on hand and they're going to design their own figures and kind of steal my design or whatnot. Yes, it's Sin Bodhi's design, but it's what I paid for, right? It might be Sin Bodhi's design, but it's what I paid for. It's what I requisitioned. It's kind of what we designed, what we worked for. So it's kind of like I kind of have ownership of it, but not really. I don't know how that works. Like even like the Bone Breaking Action, the Jason Up New Age Revolution figures that they personally, reached out to Sin Bodhi. Hey, these are the figures that I want you to design for me. I still pay for those figures, right? So I want those designs to be, Waddy's channel exclusive. So I don't want anyone else to have access to them, if that kind of makes sense. I don't think that's being selfish, right? I still want to be the person to release those particular designs, and I still wanted to bring Sin Bodhi in on the action because I still want him to be part of the business because he is an amazing designer, and having an actual wrestler as part of your business who can reach out to other wrestlers and potentially have actual wrestlers as part of your series release each time. I mean, I think that's brilliant. BBA, he's mentioned to me, hey, reach out to these particular wrestlers, these indies wrestlers. Here are some characters that are in your area in Louisville, or at least in the Kentucky area. I think that's awesome. So I got Sin Bodhi and I got Bone Breaking Action, both, wrestlers in their own respect, right? Both, being able to reach out to me and say, hey, you have indies wrestlers in Kentucky that you could potentially sign that could, sell your own action figures in their market. You could buy them for $50. Maybe they could sell it to them for 50, and they could autograph them and sell them at the rest of the matches for like $100 or something. And I'm like, you know what? That's fantastic. Go to these indie wrestling matches and buy an autographed action figure for $100 of the actual wrestler, because they just don't exist on the actual market, right? So but how often though are you going to get that particular wrestler? I don't know. The idea though is the only issue is wrestler X. Are you going to have 500 wrestlers or 500? Are you going to be able to afford 500 units of wrestler X? Are you going to be able to afford 500 units of wrestler Y, 500 units of wrestler Z, etc.? I don't want to do pre-orders, so I'm going to be paying out of pocket for that stuff, right? That is the biggest issue. I don't have those funds. The GoFundMe that I had set up, I think it's shut down. I don't know. Does GoFundMe shut down automatically if you don't get any donations? Because I tried looking at it the other day and like it's not showing anything. Like it's completely shut down. Like nothing is showing. And I'm like, wait, what the hell? Am I not logged in anymore, or what's going on? I don't know. Like I said, this stuff is brand new to me, so it's like it's weird. Do you guys remember what the last drink I had was? Was it the Fireball or was it the peppermint? I'm so messed up, man. I don't even remember. All right. If you guys need another drink from me, I need to get that number up to 15. I swear to God, for a second there, I kind of thought by saying that the number was going to jump to 15 automatically. That's how weird I am. Oh man, I'm so freaking drunk. I'm sorry, guys. Gotta be nice to my liver. Hey, Steven, man. That's why I only drink once a week, buddy. Oh man, I gotta be like super close because I'm so freaking out of it. In handle of monkey shoulder, decent blended scotch. So I mean, I gotta kind of like blink because I don't know what this says most of the time. Hey baby, what's up, buddy? Looking forward to another fun live stream and chat. No problem. Hey Corey, that Andre with his face painted Ultimate Warrior was badass, bro. Hey, absolutely, man. Shoot, I'm surprised that was only a 7-minute video, but like I think that's exactly what my live streams or I think that's exactly what my review videos have to be. They have to be like 7-minute videos. They have to be like 7-minute, no more than 10-minute videos from this point forward because. All right, so review videos moving forward. Oh man, I'm so freaking. Whew, my head is so heavy. I don't think I'm going to be making any more review videos. What does that mean for the channel? Well, a good chunk of the channel is reviews, right? Whether it's Hasbro, Galoob, Zombie Set, whatever. The channel is review videos. But you guys gotta realize I'm not Fig Heel, right? I'm not Kyle Peterson. I'm not getting free figures in the mail. And with that being said, I'm not gonna give the most glowing review in the world, right? So if so and so was providing me free figures in the mail, yeah, I'm gonna give the most glowing review in the world because I'm basically getting paid to give reviews for said for said line, but I'm not. I'm paying for my own figures. I'm paying for my own collections, and I think a lot of people don't like that. Like if I'm doing a Mabel review, I love the Mabel figure from Grapplers and Gimmicks. It doesn't matter which Grapplers and Gimmicks figure you're looking at. It could be the first one, it could be the last one. I love those figures. The first one looks like clay, but it's still one of my all-time favorite figures ever. The last one, King Mabel, they improved the sculpt of the figure, accessories. It looks incredible. It's one of my all-time favorite figures. Got it. If you're looking at something like from Grapplers and Gimmicks, I'm trying to think of a bad figure from Grapplers and Gimmicks. A lot of people will say the Godfather, the one of the first Godfather figures released, but I mean the whole Simpsons Godfather, I like that one. I mean, I'm probably one of the very few people in the world that actually liked the Simpsons look of the Godfather figure from Grappling the Gimmick. So I mean, I really can't hate on that one. Maybe the pirate figure. I mean, I don't know, but the reaction is this. I think the last Big River Guys review I did was Bad News Brown and Rock and Roll Express. Rock and Roll Express was amazing, but the fighting pose was adequate. Big Bad News Brown was a good figure, but it wasn't great. But I think because I gave that sort of reaction, I lost a lot of viewers because of so. And I think that's frustrating because I'm not just, a random fan who or random viewer who just, hey, here's a few, oh man, my freaking darn speech in this video. I'm not a random reviewer who got a free figure in the mail. No, I'm someone who paid for my figures and waited patiently for it to arrive. I'm giving my honest feedback of what I received. I loved Rock and Roll Express, but I hated the fighting pose of the figures. Brad News Brown was a decent figure, but his fighting pose was absolutely horrific, one of the worst, and I thought it was one of the worst figures ever. And because of that, I feel like that video got me 4 less subscribers to my channel, and it sucks that by doing a simple review, I got a massive amount of unsubscribers, and I kind of feel like if I can't be honest in my feedback, no, from this point forward, it just doesn't make sense continuing on with honest feedback, right? So I want to do more. I want to do more live shows, but I want to make it open only to subscribers. So maybe maybe 2 or 3 live shows a week. They won't all be drunken live shows because that's just too much on my on my kidneys. But that's something. So if I remove, uh, but damn, if I remove reviews from my live show, what else do I have to show for my regular everyday videos? Because that's a good chunk of my videos, right? That kind of sucks. So, what do you guys think? Should I kind of stick with what I'm doing, or do you guys even care about the regular reviews? I mean, you guys could be honest. I mean, it's not going to hurt my feelings. In the meantime, I am going to go back and review some of these questions because, wow, I'm so far behind. All right, let me go back here. I am like, wow, I am way behind. All right, have mercy, more. Wow, I just been talking my ass off and haven't shut. Oh man, I really wish there was like a symbol where somebody could like shoot up a flare to like tell me to shut the hell up because I haven't shut up for like 5 minutes straight, man. Oh man, it's crazy. All right, I'm sorry, guys. All right, I'm gonna read some of your comments now. I'm crazy. Man, smoking East Pipe. All right, more scotch. Whew. Please, no more scotch. Oh God, I don't think my body can handle any more of it. Andre will focus on that before the Tony Stars. Yeah, I think that's a good move. At least, especially the Ultimate Andre, because that thing was a thing of beauty, especially on the black card. I need your reviews, but it got me to buy several figures already. AO, and that's good to hear, buddy, man. See that right there makes me want to keep the reviews going, man. I haven't received my Ultimate Andre yet, but Maniac might go. So it came. Uh, hey, Gorgon. Hey, Corey, man, this one's for you, buddy. Oh man, oh, that was a fireball. Oh God. Oh, here comes the peppermint. Oh shoot. Hey, I didn't. Damn it. Spoke too soon. I was about to say I didn't spill that time, but right at the end, I spilled right over the edge. Can't do it. Just can't keep a good guy down. Man, there was this freaking specialist back at Fort Hood. I swear to God, 1,700 every freaking day, man. That mug, first thing, he would always go back to the damn barracks, and first thing, he would always get drunk every single damn day. Me and my roommate dog it. We didn't stay at the main barracks with 589th. We stayed over at the uh what the hell were they, man? They're the air they weren't the Air Force. They were the aviation unit. So our barracks, me and my roommate, we stayed over at the aviation side. So we were like right next to the freaking defect. Like you walk outside of our damn defect or outside of our barracks, walk down to the first floor, walk out of the first floor, couple steps, bam, you're up basically walking through the aviation defect. So back in Fort Hood, I absolutely loved where me and my roommate were stationed. Now later on, when my wife she was in college, and in March of 2005, she was on spring break, so she came to Killeen, Texas, and she was on spring break, so she came down to Killeen and visited me at Fort Hood, and that's when we got married. So we just went to the Killeen courthouse to get married. So she spent the week with me in the barracks and whatnot. And in June, I got my apartment, and she moved down to Killeen with me in June, and we had our first apartment together. About a month or so later, my roommate he moved to 589th with in the regular barracks. Their freaking barracks were horrible. Like our barracks were like they were like little small apartments. Like they were beautiful. Like I feel bad for people who lived in those freaking barracks, man. They were almost like prison cells in comparison. But there's this one dude, like, what the hell was his name, man? He was like a fueler or something. But like every freaking day after formation, man, he would always run back up to his freaking room, get himself a 40, and just down that shit. Like it's 5 p.m. and you're already drunk as shit. I never could freaking understand that. Like it's like it's barely after formation and like you're already drunk. I never understood the interest of alcohol. Never. It never interested me. But doing these live streams, I mean, yeah, it kind of like it has a little intrigue to you a little bit. But let's see what we got here. My best friend works for Pepsi, so actually that is a problem. uh, Deacon blend of smoky, Speyside, and Pizza Island. Man, I'm so freaking drunk. I don't know what that even said. Hold on, let me read that again. Oh God, well, hold on a minute. Oh man, I gotta like. Hold on a minute. Oh man, that's so awesome. I love it when everything is so funny to you. Deacon blend of smoky Speyside and peated I what? Oh god, that's so funny. I have no idea what it says, but it's funny as hell to me. Everything is so blurry. I don't see a mouth under yet, but guys, someone hope you're having an awesome Saturday night. Hey Rick, man. I'm freaking drunk out of my mind, dude. So I'm trying, bud. Bud, man. Shoot, man, I finally got that damn that pool cover the other day. Like I've been asking Blue World Pools to send me a freaking pool cover for my because there's nothing but leaves and freaking dead bugs in my pool, right? And there's nothing. And there's crickets. And finally, the other day, I get a FedEx delivery for my pool cover. I'm like, awesome. My lazy ass still won't go out to the pool and put that damn cover on. Like, I can't even run my damn filter because at the bottom of the pool, there's two different holes with the filter, and they're just covered with leaves. Both covers, both filters. But I'm so freaking lazy, man. I won't go out there and put that damn filter cover or put that pool cover on there. I'm like, damn, dude. I'm so freaking out of it. Like plus I threw my freaking back out like weeks ago. And going out there and throwing out a damn cover out there, I'm like, I'm out of it. Can't do it. Maybe tomorrow when I wake up. Maybe possibly. We'll see what happens. Mitch Hedberg. All right, now I gotta ask, who is Mitch Hedberg? I still got Mitch Hedberg comedy. I can see upstairs. You get enough military pension to live on? Does it increase with inflation? Man, I hope so because right now that shit's pretty damn expensive to live on. Shoot. Um, right now it covers household expenses and like if I want to go out and eat and something, like not really, but that's why like digging into like my savings. That's why I like living like if I buy something on eBay and I try to resell it, that's why it's so important. Or if I go to like Mimi's Deals and I try to resell it for profit on eBay, that's why that stuff is so important to me because every dollar helps. Like if I buy something for $6, I resell it for 15. That stuff is you might think, okay, it's only a $5 increase, a $7 increase, a $15 increase, etc. But that stuff means the world of difference because resell for me, that's livelihood. I could go into a regular business, but I don't want to do that anymore. I did that for 20 plus years, and I don't want to do the whole 9 to 5 job anymore. So resale resale seemed like a business that I was interested in, and like I said, you're finding stuff that people are interested in that may not exist, or like especially if it's something that like that's something that's vintage, right? That people don't know exists anymore. Like if you find an old movie, for example, and that old movie is like 50 or 40 years old, you just can't find it on media. And now that movie is like worth $40 today, and you found it for like $10. You just made yourself a $30 profit. As an example. So I'd rather do resale as a business today than doing like what I did with Raytheon, doing military or doing government work. I mean, that's the whole purpose of why I moved to Louisville, right? Now, if Raytheon reached out to me one day out of the blue, I didn't apply to any job. They just reached out to me just randomly. Hey, we've seen your videos or we've seen your resume somewhere. We would like to hire you. Absolutely. I would listen. I would be interested and I would probably accept any position that they offer me. But I'm not interested. I'm not actively applying to that type of position. Like resale is a type of position that I'm interested in. Going overseas and like working back overseas in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, that right there. Because I spent over a decade working overseas as a government contractor, that's what I'm familiar with. That's what I want to do. Being stateside, it's awkward to me. I can't work stateside anymore. So if you had a job working in Kuwait, Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, yeah, I'd probably accept the position overseas. But working locally, it just feels weird. But with that being said, like I said, if Afghanistan, if like uh, Raytheon Missile Systems reached out to me one day, hey, we'd like to offer you a job. I moved from Texas to Louisville to work for RMS. I would work for them in a heartbeat. It was a great company. It was the company I moved from Texas to Kentucky for. So it really depends. Um, all right, let me get some more of these questions in. Oh wow, I'm way behind. Oh crap. Let's all sign up for Alt Google accounts and push Waddy's subscriber numbers. Hey man, I would hope so. Shoot. uh that'd be amazing, dude. Shoot. You know how amazing that would be to push me to 1,000 like overnight? Shoot. All right, let's see. Oh, and where did I leave off at? Um, I don't drink anymore. I don't drink anymore. Let's see. I don't drink any less either. uh, I used to drink. I mean, I still do, but I used to. I want to know who this Mitch Hedberg is. Somebody educate me. Who is Mitch Hedberg? Nice. I still got a Mitch Hedberg. How many? You get enough military. You got to give AJ Mohawk if you give his figure. Hey, maybe. Shoot, man, the figure that I have, he's without a beard. With Jason up. So the one that I have, we definitely have to upgrade his figure. So he looks like Dave with he looks like Batista without the beard. So we definitely have to upgrade his figure if that's the case. Hey, definitely, man. If we sell out his figure, so this is what I'm concerned about. Both BRG and Latuni are basically $50 figures for the most part. Occasionally, yes, you will find $65 figures from like BRG for special figures here and there. And with the new Mattel Superstars being about $25 figures, that concerns me because my figures would be estimated to be 25 would be either be $50 or $100 figures. And with me going out of pocket, more than likely they would be $100 figures. So my initial release of New 80s Revolution would be $100 figures would be $100 each. And depending on how much I made out of that release, if I sold all 500 figures at $100 each, yes, I would probably produce Bone Breaking Action 500 figures. And I would probably make them at $500 figures. I could potentially sell them at half price. Potentially. It depends on how much I have them up for. So if they sell for, let's say, $100 and they're up for 2 months and they don't sell, maybe I would reduce the price after X amount of time. But I wouldn't want to do that because I figure like, hey, if New Age Revolution sold for $100 a piece and they sold out, there's no reason why New Age Revolution wouldn't sell out for $100 a piece as well. At that point, I feel like my line would already be an established wrestling line, right? So cutting them in half would make no sense. So I don't have a setup established company in line, right? So my line would also have to go through PayPal. So that's another thing. I'm told that if you're paid through PayPal, like you're only allowed a certain number of payments. Like if you're paid, $50,000 through PayPal, friends and family, that's it, or something. I'm like, well, that's stupid, or something. I don't know, but I would do PayPal, friends and family, $100 PayPal, etc. Um, I would probably do $100 and not let it up to the individual. Hey, do you want to do friends and family? Do you want to do goods and services? It's up to you. If you trust me, you would do friends and family. If you don't, you would do goods and services. It doesn't hurt me one bit. By doing friends and family, you would basically ensure me that I get all the payment, which would be awesome, and I would make all the money, which would again help me out a lot. And I, the more money I make, it just ensures that I would be able to fund the next figure. So, but we can't fund figure two until we pay for figure one, right? So, but right now, Jason Up New Age Revolution is the first figure that I'm planning for the first release, and Bone Breaking Action is what I'm planning for series two, or for what I'm planning for the second release. So that's the first two releases, if anything is ever planned. And Alibaba Alibaba is what I'm hoping is the company that is going to be the company that is able to produce those figures on behalf. So Series 1, New Age Revolution. So if you actually look at the New Age Revolution, if you look at the side of his leg, it says, And anybody that's followed my channel, versus oh man, what the hell was it? So it kind of like oh man. So like the whole grudge match 2-pack, Waddy's channel versus New Age Revolution, and that's what it's supposed to be about, right? So, man, this is crazy. So that's why we have the New Age Revolution as the first release. Wow, I should really do this when I'm sober. I should really do this when I'm sober, but the fun part is doing this when I'm drunk because it's for you guys, right? It's supposed to be fun. But it's to take care of you guys when the time comes to have the figure released. And it doesn't matter if I'm drunk or not. It doesn't matter. I think I showed you guys the card backing and the poster and the actual figure, if I'm not mistaken. And if that's the case, you guys know what you're getting with the New Age Revolution first figure. And if you're interested, I mean, it's basically a Greg Valentine, right? And I wanna improve the figure so that he kind of has a goatee, right? So it's not just like uh he kind of looks like an Orton figure to me, like a Bob Orton figure. I want to have make sure he has a goatee. So if we can get 500 figures sold of freaking New Hades Revolution, and then get 500 figures sold of a Bone Break in Action, let's get 500 figures sold of me, of the of the devil version. Those are gonna be incredible. Even if they're $100 a piece, we're not talking about like a massive amount of money, right? It's gonna be incredible, guys. It's gonna be fun. It's something amazing. I want to make something that we all as fans can enjoy. And I'm not doing pre-orders, so you know that when the figures are available, hey, I want to buy that figure. Bam, here's $100. I order it. It's available for order. You're gonna have it on hand within 3 to 7 days, however long it takes for USPS to deliver the figure. It's not something you're gonna wait 7 to 12 months to receive. So that's what I'm thinking. So that's why I'm crazy excited about this particular pre-order. We really can't call it a pre-order because it's not a pre-order, right? It's not ordered until the fans are actually ready for it. But Alibaba, they are the company that I'm planning to go through. So we will see what happens with them. And I wanted to go through Lutuni. I wanted to reach out through. I wanted to reach out through AJ because through Lutuni, he has the point of contacts, and unfortunately, there was no people to reach out to, so I had to reach out to the people myself and reach out through Bruce through Alibaba. This is the information I have thus far. And when he reached out to me, he's like, "Hey, this is the figure I have. Do you want 70% PVC? Do you want 100% PVC?" And this is the squeezable rubber that we have. This is the example. I'm like, "Hey, I like the rubber a lot, but it's too squeezable. I want something more LJN reminiscent." And I feel like the rubber that you have is just too bendable. So I want something more. I want something more LJN esque. So that's where we're at right now with the quality of the rubber right now. So uh, every week, I guess we could talk about the process where we're at as far as LJN and as far as rubber esque. And when the time comes, yeah, we will be able to talk about the rubber. We will be able to talk about the process of the figures, and we'll be able to talk about, hey, the cost of the figures. Will they be worth it? Question is, do you think will New 80s will New 80s wow, my language, will New 80s Revolution action figure be worth $100 purchase? Will a 80s will a oh my god, my language, will a Waddy's channel action figure, will a bone breaking action figure be worth $100 purchase. And based on the design from Sin Bodhi, yeah, I think based on those designs from his artwork, I think they're definitely going to be up there. Even if you only want to use them as like jobber figures, I mean, come on. Bone breaking action could be used as like a legitimate heavyweight champion type figure. Bone breaking action is a solid heavyweight Ken Patera type champion. New Age Revolution is a solid Greg Valentine Intercontinental champion. Even a Waddy's channel is a sort of Corporal Kirchner style figure. I mean, if you want to use them as like a jobber type, I mean, that's fine. Put them in with the Corporal Kirchner. That's perfectly fine, Have like your military style tag team. That is perfectly fine, man. They're going to work in tandem together. So I am looking forward to the Waddy's channel exclusive of Maniac Riot Wrestling action figures. And when the time comes, they will not be pre-orders. They're going to be something that I paid for. And they're going to be something that's when they're available. When you purchase them, they are going to be available for purchase and immediately be able to ship out. So that's how that's going to roll. So let's continue with the feedback here. You get enough military pension to learn. Gotta give Jane up the. No, does it increase with inflation? Gotta give Jane up the Mohawk with Flager. Use his figure to raise new capital. Make it yours. Just found it. Fly the L. It's called All Together. Mitch, All Together. Funny, dude. Thoughts on buying blank unpainted figures? I'm a painter of miniature figures. I'll help paint them. AVB. Man, I just sent my buddy Rob Jackson unpainted Galoob Series 3 action figures. I sent him those figures about, I don't know when, man. It's been about 5 months or so, probably longer than that, man. It's been a while. So my Tuesday shows consisted of WF Hasbro's, WF LJN's, and WF Galoobs. So the last bit WCW. Oh man, I'm all over the place. WCW Galoobs. We're about the Series 1 and WCW Series 2 Galoobs. It was also about the unreleased Series 3 Galoobs. And Kevin Pelkey actually produced the Series 3 Galoobs. They were the Series 3 unreleased figures that were originally planned, unreleased figures, and they were unpainted. I sent them to my buddy Rob to be painted. I paid him $100 to paint them, and that was about. So this is 2025. So I probably had to do it early 2025, maybe late 2020, 2024. So this was a long time ago, and they still haven't been done. And my 2025 videos were about to be produced about WCW glue figures, right? And it was made to show Series 1 and Series 2 figures. Series 3 was to show off all of the figures that were supposed to be shown in Series 3. Series 3 was all of the figures that were supposed to be produced in Series 3 that never were. And it was never done. Sent it to my buddy Rob, paid him $100 to paint those figures, and it was never produced. So, when the time came to produce Series 3, I asked if Series 3 was ever produced, and unfortunately, work came up, and Series 3 was never produced. So, when I did Series 2, that was the last series I was able to produce. So my Tuesday shows came to an end with my Hasbro's, which I believe was concluded at Series 12. Series 11, I believe it's with the WWF LJNs, and Series 2 or 3 videos with Series 3, or 3 videos with WCW Gloob. So Series 10, Series 11 with WCW, with WWF Gloob. No, WWF Hasbro had 11 series, and I probably had another episode, so 12 episodes. Hasbro, LJN had 7, had 6 episodes, 6 series, which means I had 11 episodes. Gloob had 2 series, which we had 3 episodes. That's basically all of my Tuesday shows, right? So if I included a Tuesday show for Series 3 unreleased, it would have included a Series 4. So, man. Tuesday shows were complete. Yeah, I am sticky. Oh, man. So let's say 12 plus 11, 23 plus the 3, that's 26. I mean, that gives you more than 8 months worth of episodes. So almost 9 months worth of episodes. So that's crazy, right? 9 months worth of Tuesday shows. And I could have had a Tuesday show for Series 3. Unfortunately, I never got the repainted Series 3 figures I sent in. Let me take a look at these. Let me take a look at these comments here. Oh man. All right, so I still got Mitch Hedberg, CEO Stars. You got nothing else there. Uses figures to raise new capital and make your figures. Just found it. Fly. It's called Altogether. Altogether funny attitude. That's about. I'm blind blank on painted figures. I'm painter of miniatures and figures. I'll help paint them. It's a win-win. Quick counts obviously hasn't been worth his exorbitant salary. A fly, Craig Council. Thank you for bringing that up because I am drunk enough where I could bitch about Craig Council now. All right, buddy. Here's the point about Craig Council. Craig Council is supposed to be a freaking brilliant mind about baseball analytics, and I'm about. I'm drinking. I'm spilling my drink all over the place. Craig Counsell is supposed to be like one of the most brilliant baseball minds there are in baseball, and I'm about to flip out because this guy is about a waste of $40 million. Okay. Here's the thing. All right. So I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, right? And I don't have access to baseball. So all I have is like baseball recaps. And I watch Locked On Cubs. So I watch Sam Olber and Matt Cozy every day. And that's a lot of what I get from baseball recap. And I watch MLB Network and, MLB.com recap to watch, baseball recap and what have you. So it's not like I watch, baseball as far as MLB.com or, Cubs.com or whatever to watch every second of baseball.com, of Cubs.com, right? So, but you're paying a manager $8 million a year. You're paying $40 million for 5 years of Greg freaking Counsell. And it's supposed to be of what? Eye test, of analytics. It's a freaking about the biggest freaking waste of money that there is. You could pay me $20 freaking dollars a day, okay? Give me $20. Eye test to watch a baseball game from the freaking chair of my from the freaking couch. I will watch a freaking Cubs game and do a better job managing a Cubs game than freaking Greg Counsell from the freaking dugout of a Cubs game, okay? All right. All right, so this is giving me freaking frustrated. All right, so let me get this straight. You got Matt Shaw in the freaking lineup at third base. You got freaking Casey in the lineup at third base. You win a double header against freaking Milwaukee, and then you come out the next game. Shaw, third base. Casey, third right field. You win another game. 3 games in a row. And what happens? Game 4. You decide to put freaking Tucker in right field, and freaking Castro at right in freaking third base. And what happens? Oh, guess what? You lose the freaking game. What the freaking hell is wrong with you? So Shaw, the guy, the freaking only guy that wins the freaking game for you, the only guy that's been producing for you for 4 freaking months or for 4 weeks is freaking sat down, and guess what? You lose a game. No, bullshit. You're paying $8 million a year for freaking Craig Counsell. I don't give a shit. This talk about $40 million a year for Craig Counsell. Not worth it one bit. I'm sorry. You could have kept David Ross. Okay, David Ross, a freaking World Series champion, a World Series legend, as freaking as manager. But no, you decided to give $40 million to Craig Counsell, who's supposed to be this brilliant mind and strategic genius as freaking manager. And what does he do? He puts freaking Kyle Tucker in right field just to lose a game that we've won 3 games in a row. Put KC in right field. Put Shaw third base. Guess what? We win a 4th game in a row. No. Cal Schwartz Council does not deserve $40 million goddamn a year. No, I'm sorry. Move Council back to freaking move him back to freaking to freaking Milwaukee. That's where he's happy. That's where he's happy. That's where he's satisfied. He's not happy in Chicago. It is clearly shown by the Milwaukee Brewers that the manager means nothing. So it makes me absolutely sick that they put freaking $40 million a year for freaking Craig Counsell. And trust me, I really want to go off on this guy 100%, but I'm doing my best to hold it all in and not to say what I really want to say because I really want to go off on this guy. Oh man, it's freaking buying figures from whichever company you decide upon. I love to paint them for you. Hey baby, I might want to hire you one day to paint my figures, buddy. Still waiting 2 years for my asylum figure. I think I actually had to call in and cancel my asylum figures because they're taking so long. PEX pipes. I think it's exactly what they're called too. Mm. Mm. Why they ghost me? Who knows? Dude, I'm so freaking out. I don't know anymore. Dude, am I like 2 hours? Damn. I just said 2 hours. Damn. It's crazy. Mm. Drink some of that drink and some coffee to sober up some a little bit. Shoot, I need some. Need some, dude. Oh man, I definitely need some, dude. Or has he had some up? I talked to Jesus. Is go Irish. Maybe. Hey, Steven. That's funny as hell. That's too damn funny. Oh man. What was it? Um Sorry buddy. Damn, where was it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, right. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, people. Who thinks about get down to these comments before passing out? Damn, dude. I might just pass out. Shit, you have no idea. How buys these fix. Oh man, you got no idea, dude. Oh man. What we spend on tonight, buddy? That's too damn funny. What do you mean decisions based on loss of force? That's not a big deal enough. Almost down there. Dudes, I keep it doing. You make any decisions based on loss of. Keep on doing what you do, man. Don't worry about subs. Just do it. Reviews based because you like to do job. Look at the motor in the middle. Oh man. I'm happy to show you an example of what I've done. Oh, what's up? No, man. Oh, man, I'm so freaking drunk. I didn't even realize this damn thing was empty. Oh, man. Dude, seriously? We're at 2 hours? That's crazy. Oh, excuse me, guys. All right, people. I'm very drunk, so. All right. I get to figures quickly. I'm happy to show you examples of what I've done. Hey, what's up, Irish? What's happening, buddy? Can I get a glass of ice water? Oh man. All right. All right. So I think that is complete. Damn, have we seriously been on this live stream for 2 hours? All right. So, uh, this is the idea for the live stream. Yeah, that damn top, that fireball, man. I'll tell you, man, I'm freaking out of it. um, oh man, my freaking back is killing me. Shoot. Uh, as far as the idea for the actual design of the figure, man. All right, so all right, so Everbo's top shelf spread. So more hair to the dog. Oh man, shoot. Oh shit, man. This is this is a killer.
upstairs. Hello. You awake?
Mm-hmm.
I brought you a sandwich.
Cool.
Wake up.
Dude. Do you have any what kind of like dream I was just having? I swear to God, man, the sort of dream I was having mentally, man, it was so different than anybody could imagine mentally. Like I was completely passed out, dude. Oh man. Not a Reuben, just a regular peanut butter and jelly, but I'll tell you, man, the darn peanut butter and jelly makes it wow, man. My speech is like screwed up. My speech is screwed up, but man, peanut butter and jelly makes a huge difference. Mm. Yeah, man. The wife had to check in on me, man. That's what's up, man. Because I couldn't do it on my own. Because regular, regular, regular regular fireball and peppermint, regular peppermint schnapps. I couldn't do on my own, but oh man, I'm completely out of it. I think I'm coming out of it now, guys. Like I think I'm. This is the end of the end of the live stream, guys. But oh man. Hey guys, at this point I think I'm pretty much at the end of the live stream. I don't know much more to talk about. Yeah, I don't have much more to talk about. Yeah, that's pretty much all, guys. Unless anybody else has anything else to talk about, I'm pretty much done from the night. I never did talk about freaking Craig Council. Freaking, that's a damn shame. But the idea is at some point I am going to start talking about baseball more often, and I'm probably going to talk about more baseball more often. And oh god, shoot. Talking more baseball and shooting out more baseball information on a more consistent basis. That's not just peanut butter and jelly response. Wow. Sorry. This right here is just terrible. But yeah, this right here is just pretty bad. As far as peanut butter and jelly responsible, this is pretty bad. But as far as being pretty, wow, is this this conversation pretty bad. It's, oh man, that's pretty awesome. That prophecy could take you in a fight comedy. Oh man, that's pretty awesome. Hey, freaking Padres are beating my Dodgers. You see, I could. Damn it! What? Why couldn't we just like talk about that like pre-argument pre like pre this? I would have loved to talk about that stuff beforehand. No man, I didn't. I would have loved to talk about this stuff beforehand. Before like my mind went out of whack. But like I'm too out of it right now to like talk about anything because like I said, guys, my mind is too out of it right now. And I'm too out of whack to talk right now, guys. But when that time comes, free to talk. I'd like to talk to you guys more in definition and in talk, but mm, striking how much it looks like him can talk baseball more next week too. Talk how much it looks like him. Kyle Hendricks was nicknamed the professor too. See, I would love to talk to Professor Kyle Hendricks because Cubs baseball, man, like that right there, that would mean a lot to me because I love Kyle Hendricks. Cubs baseball right there. Like I would love to talk Kyle Hendricks. Like, is it enough to talk Kyle Hendricks right now? 2 hours and 17 minutes in. You should totally do interviews. Maybe, Ben. I would totally do Kyle Hendricks interviews right now. But I don't know. Like, I would totally do Kyle Hendricks interviews right now. But, like, in his interviews right this second, mm, mm, mm,
Oh, good morning.
Mm,
You're falling asleep. I have cookies. Eat your sandwich. You're still on your live. You want to get off your live? You're still on your live.
Hi, baby.
Hi, Waddy. It's time to eat some stuff, okay? Let's eat our sandwich.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I knocked something over. Hey guys, I knocked something over, so I'm gonna end the live stream over. Wow, my live stream is pretty freaking. It's pretty. It's pretty over, guys. So I'm gonna hit the I'm gonna hit the over stream, guys. So I'm gonna hit the over stream, guys. Yeah, I need it, guys. I appreciate it, but thanks to everybody. Thanks, everybody.